This is Kitzur Yomi as we continue learning the halachas of Kriyas HaTorah. We're middle of Siman Chaf Gimel and we pick it up from Sif Tes Zayin. Says the Kitzur, V'chein mishu dar be'Eretz Yisroel. Someone who lives in Eretz Yisrael, Shamois in Rak Yom Tov Echad. In Eretz Yisrael is only one day of Yom Tov, of course, Bavad Rosh Hashanah. U'ba lechutz la'aretz v'yevitz k'nes Yom Sheni shel Yom Tov. So someone is keeping ostensibly one day yontif. We'll mention that, of course, you can't really do malacha and other things like that. That's not what we're talking about. But with regard to the kedusha, they're keeping one day of yontif, and now they're in shul on the second day of yontif. They should not get an aliyah, even if they're called up. They should not go for the aliyah. Someone else should get it. Then we continue with Sifyat Zayin Suman Oigen Likreis. A blind person, the minhag is to give him an aliyah. V'afal pi shadvarim b'chsav osli kreis an al peh. You can't read about peh. Mikol makom zan hazeh kivin shaykar kar lefanav. Since the kaire, the bal kaire reads mutter, it is allowed. Cause all he has to do is listen. And the minhag is she'in b'darktikin mutal mechacham ha'maaretz. Timistama yachlikers makarim mistama, says the Kitzur, he is able to read together with the Valkyrie, and therefore a blind person we give aliyahs to. We continue with Sif Yod Ches, says the Kitzur. Im Haru laha'ila makam shikr. Now here is going to be one of the very important halachas. Every halach is important, but listen to this one. They show you where they're reading. Ubeirich, and he makes a bracha. And they're about to lay in an oivei. It's the wrong place. If the lane for someone else. Whether you started or not, if the place that you have to go to is where it's open, which would mean it's in that column, a column before, even in a different column, but it's open. Half the place they showed him, you do not make a new brach. Why? And anything that is open in front of you is part of the bracha if you do not make a new bracha. And this is usually the case, because even if someone chose the wrong place, usually it's within a column. Usually it's a job before, a job after, and this is the more classical case that you will not have to make a new bracha. But continues the Kitzur, if the place that you actually have to lane from is not open in front of him, you have to roll to a new place. It's open. So the Kitzur paskin, it's beforehand, then to make a new bracha. That is what the Kitzur paskins will say. There is a machlekes. And Rav Elyashiv, I believe, is makel that anytime it is open in front of you, it is included in your bracha. But the Kitzur says not. You have to make a new bracha if it is before or not open. Aval baruch hu you don't say baruch hu again. Baruch say baruch shem ala bracha v'yishana shabirach levatal is a bracha levatal. If you don't say Baruch Hashem, as we've seen already, was before the place they showed him. But it's closed, but open in a way they can read for him. 3 psukim within that area. So if it's within the same parsha, then, meaning let's say it was from the previous aliyah, then you could start from there and continue. So again, the more classical case will not require a new bracha because it's going to be within the open area. But if not, or the Kitzur paskin, if it's before the place, you have to make a new bracha. But again, not a new baruch, but rather only the bracha baruch asher bachar banu. We continue with everyone who gets an aliyah has to read the Chalapacha Shleisha Pesukim. Monday, Thursday, you have to have a minimum of 10 psukim. And again, in our world that it's broken up for us, we don't really have to worry about this. This could be relevant if you're making a mafter or a isafa. You have to make sure there is 3 psukim. One who's getting shlishi are Bob Pesukim with the Evid and Lokar Likulam Elatisha Pesukim. We did 333. Shesh Cholechad Yatz Ubeporim Shedkar Likulam Elatisha Pesukim and Purim Milrinai Pesukim Zeh Misham Tisal Kinyana, and therefore it's going to be allowed to read only 9 Pesukim because that is the end of the Inyan on Purim. We continue with Sifcha, says the Kitzur. You never stop within 3 psukim of a pei or a samach. Again, we usually stop by where it's broken up. We don't have the shayla, but if you're making a safa, you always have to stop within 3 psukim of your pay or of your sach. Let's say you stopped and you already made a brach then the next aliyah should not begin mipasach shalafanav, should not begin from the previous pasuk. Rak, what should you do? You start from the place that he stopped. You add on 3 psukim b'parsha shniya in the next parsha. Parsha shema l'shnei psukim. And parsha only has 2 psukim. Mutar lahafsik sham, be able to stop over there. Im yesh piska, if there's a break. B'em sa pasuk. You go into this parsha's pinchas. Mutar l'sayim afilu b'pasuk asamach la. Even the pasuk that is near it. And we continue with Chaval v'chein, and similarly lo yaschil. The Balkari should not begin within 3 psukim at the beginning of the parsha, and therefore is that shalafan of the aliyah before him liyisayim. So the basic rule of thumb is you always want to have 3 psukim, but from the end and then from the beginning of the next parsha. We continue. We conclude with Sifchav Beis. Says the Kitzur Yomi, should always begin with davar toiv li Yisrael l'sayim davar toiv li Yisrael v'chein li Yisayim v'misha isa ma'isera. You always want to begin and end with something good, and again, this is really only relevant for Isafas because the rest of it we go with our aliyahs that are broken up. And we'll pick it up from Sifchav Gimel, and we'll conclude the halachas of Kriyas HaTorah in the next year. B'siyata Dishmaya.